Castlevania Nocturne Season 2 came and did what needed to be done. The creators, directors, the animators, and the writers had only one job, and that is to prove that I was wrong that Castlevania Nocturne is the fucking shit. Bro, I was screaming and gagging while watching because this is what I signed up for. This is what a passion project looks like. Everything about this Season 2 was peak. The animation improved on a massive scale when compared to the previous season. The story felt more grounded and impactful, and the characters, they all got their moments to shine. You can't say any of them were underutilized or overlooked this season. And those fight scenes, they were easily the highest gag for me. They were so epic and beautiful to watch. Each battle was like so masterfully choreographed, bro. None of them felt overdone or dragged. Episode 7 in particular completely wrecked me. I'm yet to hear from what episode 7 did to me, bro. Like, that episode contains what must be one of the best action sequences in TV history. No jokes. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I watched the show that left me so thoroughly satisfied. I couldn't find anything to criticize. This season felt like a full-on response to all the criticism Season 1 received, and honestly, they ticked every single box that people said was missing in Season 1. When Season 1 came out, people had complaints like the characters are rushed, they lack depth, the animation isn't up to par with the original Castlevania, it just doesn't hit the same like the original Castlevania. Everyone had a lot to say about Season 1 of Nocturne before Season 2 came out and said,
"Oh, how I've waited to say these 2 words to you, old friend. Shut up."
They called it mid, but y'all just didn't catch the vision. Season 1 was a build-up, and Season 1 is a build-up season a bad thing. It literally crawled so that Season 2 can run, but people just wanted to hate. Well, now there's no room for doubt again. Season 2 is a masterpiece, and it raises the bar for what animated storytelling can achieve. This is a win for everyone involved and the fans of Castlevania series. Season 2 picks up right where Season 1 left off, continuing the battle to stop Elizabeth from conquering Europe and killing the sun. The added plot is that apparently Elizabeth needs to claim the third soul of Sekhmet to achieve her full power and permanently block out the sun, which is a wild and terrifying prospect. Just imagine the thought of having an Elizabeth trying to take over the sun. Crazy. We then followed Richter and the team, now joined by the legendary Alucard, to embark on a desperate mission to thwart Elizabeth's plans. Things just only got interesting from this point onwards, with improved writing and expanded world building that adds more depth and intrigue. Starting the season with Alucard in the opening scene was a brilliant move because I believe everyone was waiting for him. Me, I was. His presence instantly elevated the show and set the tone for what's to come. His action sequences were mesmerizing. His dialogues with other characters, especially Richter, remained consistently engaging, and seeing him interact and fight alongside the rest of the team was a chef's kiss. Alucard is easily the highlight of this season. It feels amazing to have him back in the Castlevania universe. It brought back the nostalgic memories of the original Castlevania series. Richter's character growth and his personality were further developed this season. His comedic side remained a highlight, with jokes that felt natural and well-timed rather than forced. Pairing him up with Alucard was the best thing because their small banters was so much fun to watch. Like, these two, such a great duo, bro. Like, I can't even lie. Richter's romantic side also took the center stage because we saw a significant growth with his relationship with Annette. Watching him learn how to love and connect with her was heartwarming, especially with Alucard stepping in as a guide for him in that area. Finally, his combat skills, the third and the most prominent aspect of his character that was deeply explored in depth. Richter went crazy and delivered one of the most intense fights in the whole series, and that truly certified why he's a Belmont. Bro, I was surprised at the unique techniques and the level of endurance Richter displayed in his fight scenes. At some point, I was even questioning if he's a human because my boy was impressive as Annette's character brought me so much joy this season because she checked every box and had one of the most satisfying arcs. She reunited with her mom in the spirit world, she secured the Belmont, which is Ghost, she was part of the winning team and achieved her mission of stopping Elizabeth, the very reason why she came to Europe in the first place, and on top of that, she didn't lose Edward after all. And she even returned home with him. What? If this is not a big fat win, I don't know what else is. I also deeply appreciated the continued homage to African culture, especially with the inclusion of the Nigerian Yoruba god Ogun in her journey. Meeting Ogun was a highlight. He was literally speaking Yoruba and I was completely gagged while it was happening because that is a massive win for Nigerian fans watching the show. This Annette's look while possessed by Sekhmet was fucking gorgeous. Honestly, I kind of wish she had kept this look. It was the epitome of a true African goddess. The night creatures remain as menacing as ever, and Drolta's new look only adds to the tension and excitement. However, one thing that bothers me is how the new night creatures all seems to have consciousness. They now are aware of what they are and can even speak. This wasn't a thing in the previous series, up until Edward got transformed. I was hoping they would elaborate on that and why it happens, but it wasn't addressed. That said, Drolta is a baddie, bro, no questions. Drolta's return didn't catch me off guard because I was actually mad she was killed off in season 1. Her potential as a character is endless, so she's a character that needs to stick around. This season, she solidified herself as a true force to be reckoned with. She got way stronger and sassier than season 1 Drolta. Her backstory added depth and elevated her character, and it made her even more terrifying because Drolta is someone that is hellbent in achieving her goals, so you literally can't predict what her next move is. She can do anything to achieve that. Her new look and enhanced fight skills is completely out of this world. Honestly, if Drolta asked me to join her cause, I wouldn't even hesitate. Drolta is that bitch. Moving on to Maria and Tera though, their arcs took some unexpected turns this season. Maria fully mastered her powers and unlocked new potential, which was incredible to watch. Killing the abbot wasn't on my scorecard for her this season, honestly. And I'm not mad at her character though, the abbot brought it on himself. Matter of fact, Maria did what needed to be done because that man had completely lost it and was contradicting himself at every turn. Like the fuck? How Maria handled the aftermath, knowing that she killed her own father, was commendable, especially considering how such guilt could haunt someone for life. My only problem is that she took a big risk that nearly cost her life. Without Juste intervention, things would have ended very differently. But yeah, I like that we got a badass Maria. Her powers and how she was controlling it during the Elizabeth fight was so cool. I was literally screaming the mother of dragons while she was fighting because that was some House Targaryen shit going on there. Tera's transformation into a vampire was handled beautifully. She managed to retain control of herself and still share meaningful moments with Maria. However, her arc wasn't what I was expecting. I thought she would end up as Elizabeth's loyal servant or something, continuing to do her bidding just like she did in the first episode. Instead, she took a different turn from that. She literally didn't even do anything for Elizabeth, which makes me kind of question why was she even turned into a vampire in the first place. That aside, I'm intrigued by the direction her story is heading, and I hope we see more of her in season 3. Juste was a great addition this season. He's like that cool uncle you didn't realize was a badass until you saw him in action. Bro was out here hiding incredible powers, living in a village and staying out of fights because of the loss of his wife, which is understandable, but I'm glad he found a way to heal and move forward. His support in the fight was very much needed. Like, he delivered a fucking intense fight like a Belmont, bro, and his guidance for Maria with her powers was exactly what Maria needed at the time. So that is a win uncle right there. Olrox and Mizrak's dynamic was fascinating. Mizrak is a funny mofo because
yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
That was funny as fuck to me, but then it also carried a deeper message. It was a reminder of the stark contrast between his Catholic faith and the reality of dealing with a demon vampire, something completely at odds with his belief. Olrox turning Mizrak into a vampire was surprising, but it's something that was inevitable. We saw it coming, and it was bound to happen. I just loved how it was executed naturally without feeling forced. I'm curious to see where this goes for the both characters. Olrox further cemented himself as one of my favorite characters with his last minute assistance in the final fight. I'm like, let's go, man. This is my vampire, bro. This is my snake. I was worried about him playing a dangerous game because he was lingering too much around Drolta and Elizabeth, and you literally don't know what to expect with those two. When he got branded, I was like, bro, what are you doing? Fucking pick his side already. But then he played his cards the Olrox way, and I can't be mad at that. Honestly, Castlevania Nocturne season 2 is already on my top 5 best animated shows of all time. It was absolutely perfect. We need more stories from this world, guys. People are suggesting an Alucard spin-off, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I'm open to the idea, you know. Personally though, I'm hoping for a season 3 and maybe even a 4th season of Nocturne. Clive Bradley is seriously cooking, guys, and he needs more fire. The Dietz brothers are also doing amazing with the directions as well. Please guys, just go give this show a watch on Netflix if you haven't. Even if you have, rewatch it. I don't know. It's the best way we can support the show and the creators for more stories to come our way. I think that's literally the only thing they are asking for us. Yeah, because why not? I'm giving this season a solid 10/10. If you made it to this level of the video, you are the real MVP. I appreciate you watching the video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. This is my first video of the year, and to that, here is to more videos on the way. We have so much to talk about, guys, and I can't wait. I will see you guys in my next video. I'm out of here.